Prana means special energy. Na means strength. Pra means special strength. We get energy, special energy from various sources by taking food, drink, socializing, partying. We get boost of energy. But the highest of the energies, yoga talks about through the breath. Breath, you get the lot of energy. Pranayama, the secret of good health, secret of long life. The health is not good means my breathing is not right. My prana is not going through properly in the body. Prana, the pra means prakrishta, ana means the mobility, strength. In our prana in the body, energy in the body works like an inverted bucket. Inverted bucket. In my childhood, I have little prana. My strength is limited. But it peaks up in youth and tapers off as I am getting older. It is like inverted. Pranayama is an art of flattening the peak for longer period of time. How can I have longer health? The health, how can I maintain the health for longer period of time? If I want to lift a bag of rice, what I do, I inhale, hold the breath and lift it. Otherwise also lifting, if I try to lift a 20 kilo bag, I may injure. So art of lifting with extra boost of energy, same body. I am inhaling, holding the breath. Now I got extra strength and I am lifting. Lifting, now without injuring my back I can lift. In boxing they teach, when you are doing the punch, what you do, inhale, and as you are exhaling, you are releasing the punch. It has an extra impact. You have to align with your breathing, then you get the extra strength. Extra strength in the body, the holding the breath inside is called as antarkumbhaka. Holding the breath inside, kumbha means pot. Your body is like a pot, fill it up with energy, it is called as antarkumbhaka. In the lungs is the centerpiece of breathing. All breathing is not called as pranayama. Breathing with awareness is called as pranayama. Breathing with awareness, in our lungs, we have nearly 500 million oxygen capturing sacs are there, alveoli, that sacs, nearly 500 million are there. Generally, it is said about 10 to 15% is utilized. Right, more than 80-90% they have taken voluntary retirement. They are not put into work, resulting in we are getting exhausted. I am tired, I want to relax, I don't have energy, I am drained, because the sacs, alveoli, it is ready. You fill me with oxygen, fill me with energy I want to hold, but we are not utilizing the lungs properly, resulting in that, the lack of energy, making us to breathe more often. Energy is not there. When you start breathing more often, the mind also becomes unsteady. Mind becomes unsteady. Pranayama is a technique, it's like a rain, holding the body and mind together. Holding the body and mind together, learn the art of breathing. Learn the art of breathing. When I am short of breath, I start panting. When I am doing that one, mind is disturbed. I can't focus. So when you start filling up the lungs, doing the various asanas we did today, like Ustrasana, Chakrasana, and backward bending, helps in strengthening your lungs and enables, when you are going back, your airways has opened up, you start engaging, filling more and more oxygen capturing sacs. When you start engaging, keeping everyone employed, rate of breathing reduces. When the rate of breathing reduces, your health improves. Lifespan increases. Lifespan increases. The art of key to good health. Try to breathe as slow as you can. When normally we breathe, our length of breath is about 9 inches. When I am exhaling, holding a hand 9 inches away, I can feel the air hitting my palm, about 9 inches. As I am getting restless, this length of breath increases. Length of breath increases. The shortening the length of breath through the art of pranayama, when all your oxygen sacs are engaged, the length of breath reduces. When the length of breath reduces, calms the mind, relaxes the mind, you are more grounded. You can comprehend the higher things. If your breathing rate is high, you miss out on many things. Many things which will slip out of your life without coming to your cognition. The same thing, but I never comprehended. Higher things, in the breathing, there is a breathing pattern, and the mind, there is a link between that one. The pranayama talks about the breathing pattern is aligned with your guna. Guna means your nature. The three, we go through the 4 states. One is unconscious state, one is conscious state, another one is called as a subconscious state, the 4th one is called as superconscious. 4 levels of consciousness is there. Pranayama holds the key. Unconscious state, it is called as tamasic, dull, lethargic. I am not interested for anything. Unconscious state, most of us, we are in that phase. We are not at all interested. Not at all interested in higher possibilities. Teacher is calling, wake up, wake up. But we are still in tamasic mood, unconscious state. And then conscious appear to be, I am awake, my eyes are open, I am driving, conscious state. That is called as, the mode is called as rajasic state. Mind is unsteady, all over the place. All over the place, I can't focus. It is called as rajasic state. Then another one is called as subconscious, when it is through, as I am focusing, light meditation, yoga nidra. It is, mind is settling down, what is called as sattvic state. I can understand the subtle things. Subtle things. If I read the scriptures, otherwise I don't understand anything. So through the sattvic state, I start understanding that one, sattvic. And another one is called as superconscious state. Superconscious, it is called as the intense deep meditation and the state of samadhi. Samadhi, so focused, so focused. Mind can dwell on a topic for a length of time. Focused on that one, it is called a superconscious. The unconscious state, the mind is the frequency, brain frequency, it is between 0.5 to 4 cycles per second, or hertz. It's a while I'm asleep, it is the tamasic state. 0.5 to 4 hertz, it is in a tamasic state. When I am awake, the brain waves, rajasic made, unsteady, between, it is unconscious state, it is called as a delta phase. It is in a delta phase. In a conscious state, it is called as a beta phase. Beta brain waves between 12 to 30 hertz, cycles per second. And subconscious, it is between 0.5 to 0.5 to 12 cycles per second. It is called as alpha. Alpha, it is alpha is 8 to 12, but in the sattvic state, it is a combination of mind from the 4 to 12. From it is called as 4 to 8 is called as a beta, and 8 to 12 is alpha. Beta and alpha state combination, not beta, it is theta. 4 to 8 is called as a theta phase, and 8 to 12 is alpha. Combination of theta and alpha brain waves, it is a sattvic. And the super consciousness, deep contemplation, deep meditation, it is a combination of theta from 4 to 8 and gamma. Gamma from it 30 to 100 plus cycles. The amplitude reduces. So focused. The amplitude, gamma, the mental waves are coming. If the amplitude is bigger, before the other one settles, the amplitude comes down and rise up, another one will come. Gamma is such a one, amplitude is so high, there is no opportunity for another thought wave to come. This itself, it is going from 30 to 100 and gamma and combination of theta. Theta, it is a super conscious state. That's a deep meditation. Deep meditation, why it helps in bringing the thoughts together. Life, we are, most of us, spending our time in our delta phase, unconscious, or we are spending in a conscious state, always busy, always busy. Mind is all over the place. I have no time to reflect on how my journey is going. And at times, mind settles down, focuses. Now you are all listening to me. Mind has become a sattvic. It has dropped from the 12 to, it is between 12 to 8. Focus has increased. Focus has increased into alpha. If you are sattvic, if you sustain, you are engaging your theta and alpha together, the new inspiration comes in your life. I want to do. Some positive things I want to engage. And if you sustain the alpha for long, in the company of illumined people, why you have to spend time with the illumined people? I want to do, but I do not have impetus. I don't have force. When you associate with them, your mind elevates to the gamma and the urge. Earlier in the alpha phase, you still need some push. Somebody has to push you. Do that one, do that one, do that one. When you are sustained, gamma has gone, gamma and theta, no more push. You are self-driven. You are self-inspired person. You don't need any further pushing from anyone. You know what you are doing in your life. I am on the royal path. I am on the Raja Yoga. I am on the royal path. I know where I am going. So focused. So focused. Life is for Pranayama is talking about meditation. Patanjali is talking about this earth, this planet earth is not for the ordinary player. If you become an extraordinary player, elevate your mind to the gamma phase, gamma, superconscious, theta and gamma engage, then you become unstoppable, you become an extraordinary player. It is calling upon become extraordinary. Otherwise, mind is spent in your breathing also erratic, jerky, in unconscious or in a conscious state, erratic breathing, and stabilize your breathing. Pranayama is teaching us you have no option. Come to the subconscious and superconscious phase for inner revelation to celebrate your life.